If you've been told you're too emotional, too intense, too much, this is for you. What if your sensitivity isn't a flaw to sand down, but a finely tuned instrument your soul has been trying to hand back to you? Carl Jung would say the part of you that learned to be acceptable, the persona, did its job for a time, but it cannot lead you home. The feelings you were told to hide gathered in the shadow, not to punish you, but to wait until you were strong enough to listen. When the pretending grows heavy, sensitivity steps forward as guidance. You sense the subtle shift in a friend's voice before she speaks the truth. You walk into a room and your body registers the weather of hearts. Music knocks and you answer with tears you can't explain. That isn't weakness. That is your unconscious speaking through a living instrument. You are not broken. You are accurate. This video is your mirror and your map. We'll explore why feeling too much is really spiritual precision, how your system reads signals, how your empathy can hold form without flooding, how to turn overwhelm into guidance. We'll use Jung's lens simply and softly, persona as the mask you can loosen, shadow as the cupboard of exiled feelings that become fuel when welcomed, individuation as the path where you return to yourself and let sensitivity serve your life instead of run it. Stay with me. By the end, you'll see how to tune this instrument so your depth becomes clarity, your tenderness becomes strength, and your boundaries become love. And in the final section, I'll give you one sentence that ends the too much story in daily life so you can breathe, belong, and finally let yourself feel on purpose. This is your homecoming now. Let's start with why your sensitivity feels so immediate, like weather moving through your chest. In Jung's language, many deep women wear a thin or porous persona, the social mask we use to survive. When the mask is light, you perform less, so more gets in. You're not defective, you're available. Without the thick padding of performance, your system picks up texture, the sigh in a greeting, the way laughter tightens right after a joke, the vibration of a room before anyone names what's wrong. Now the part that makes you say, I just know. Jung would call this a feeling-intuition pairing. Feeling reads value, intuition reads pattern. Together they make rapid meaning from subtle cues. You catch the skipped beat in a text and understand the story beneath it. You feel a friend's breakup before she says the words. This is not drama. It's your unconscious delivering conclusions faster than conscious thought. Small things feel big because they carry big information. Complexes explain the magnetic pull of certain moments. Early experiences cluster around a theme: abandonment, control, betrayal, and that cluster gathers emotional voltage. When life brushes the cluster, the lights flicker. Suddenly, you're 10 again at the kitchen table, or 15 in the back seat, even though you're standing in your kitchen today. Not a failure, an activation. When you can name the complex, you loosen its grip. My abandonment complex is buzzing. I can breathe and choose. Sensitivity becomes functional when anima and animus cooperate. Anima is your receptive, feeling nature. Animus is your directed, structuring force. When anima listens and animus organizes, you don't flood. You feel fully, then move it into action. A boundary, a request, a changed plan. Receptivity without structure is overwhelm. Structure without receptivity is numbness. You're learning the dance. And then there's the collective unconscious, the deep sea of images and meanings humanity shares. This is why a song can make you cry in the produce aisle, why a dream stays in your body all morning, why a painting feels like a person who knows you. Symbols bypass the gate of logic and ring the bell of truth. Art isn't extra for you, it's oxygen. If you cry at commercials, need to leave a loud party, or sense tension no one will name, you are not fragile, you are precise. Your system is a sensitive instrument tuned to reality's quiet frequencies. In this series, we'll practice how to hold that instrument so it sings, not screams. Next, We'll turn this map into moves, pacing conversations, exiting noisy rooms, and separating empathy from fusion. For now, remember, sensitivity is data, not drama. When small things feel big, you're accurately reading what's unspoken. Here is how feeling too much actually appears in a day. Your nervous system notices what fluorescent lights do to your eyes, what overlapping conversations do to your chest, what a stacked calendar does to your breath. The old label says, "I'm weak." The young, informed meaning says, "I'm gathering data." Your body is giving you accurate information. Tiny practice. Before you enter a bright store or busy meeting, pause at the threshold, inhale for 4, exhale for 6, and ask, what do I need right now to stay present and kind to myself? Empathic absorption means you metabolize other people's weather. You leave lunch carrying a sadness that isn't yours, or you feel wired after sitting beside someone anxious. The old story says, "I'm dramatic." The truth is, you are attuned, compassion feels with. Fusion drowns in. Tiny practice. Place a hand on your sternum and say, "Mine, theirs," 3 times. Then return the borrowed feeling to its owner in your imagination, like handing back a coat. Symbolic perception shows up as noticing patterns and synchronicities. The same phrase in 2 different books, a song that meets your thought, a dream that answers a question. The old label says, "I'm reaching." The attuned meaning says, the unconscious is speaking through symbols. Tiny practice. Keep a small notes app category called Signs and Patterns and log 3 this week without forcing interpretations. Intimacy tempo means you crave depth quickly. You want the real conversation, the real presence, the clean yes or no. The old script says, "I'm needy." The self-led translation says, "I value truth." Tiny practice. Set a gentle pace, 1 revealing sentence and then a breath, so your openness remains a choice, not a flood. Ask, is there capacity for this much truth here? Work and purpose reflect the same precision. You are pulled toward meaning-dense roles. Healing, art, strategy, depth psychology, design that helps people feel. Boredom doesn't just bother you, it feels like grief because your life force wants to serve. The old label says, "I can't tough it out." The accurate meaning says, "I'm purpose-tuned." Tiny practice. Schedule 1 hour weekly for the work that makes you feel most alive, even if it's not your job title yet. None of this can be faked, and none of it is failure. It is sensitivity functioning as guidance. If you do these things, you are not alone and you are not excessive, you are precise. The skill is learning to pace, to name, and to choose, so your depth becomes direction instead of overload. One more micro practice, label the sensation before the story, tight, hot, spinning, heavy, and let your breath widen around it. Sensation first, meaning second. That order keeps you sovereign while staying exquisitely open every day. Let's name the traps that quietly hijack deep sensitivity so you can step around them with grace. The first is fawning and over-explaining, a persona in overdrive that tries to buy safety with performance. You rush to make yourself easy, to preempt disappointment, to narrate your innocence. Jung would say the mask is steering. The return to self is simpler. Pause, feel your feet, and let 1 clean sentence stand without a thesis. No, thank you. That doesn't work for me. I need slow. Your nervous system will exhale when you stop auditioning. The second trap is saviorism disguised as compassion, the wounded healer's shadow. You sense pain and move to fix it so you don't have to feel it. The medicine is discernment. Help only where there is consent, capacity, and reciprocity. Offer presence, not rescue. Questions, not control. Ask yourself, am I serving their soul or my need to be needed? If it's the latter, step back lovingly and give the other person room to meet themselves. Next are projection hooks. Sensitive women often function as clear mirrors, which tempts others to hang their unlived feelings on you. You're cold, you're too much, you made me feel small. The skill is recognition without debate. Name the hook silently, projection, and return it to sender in your imagination. Replace explanation with a boundary. That story isn't accurate for me. Then stop. Your clarity doesn't require a courtroom. The hardest trap is the one that feels like love. Adrenaline bonds. Chaos masquerades as chemistry because your nervous system learned to equate intensity with worth. Test for secure resonance. After time together, scan your body. Do you feel softer, steadier, wider? If not, label the thrill as familiar, not fated, and choose peace over pattern chemistry that costs your peace is a bill you no longer pay. Finally, emotional labor becomes identity. Always the listener, the translator, the holder of everyone's storms. Resentment blooms in secret. Renegotiate reciprocity. Ask for listening as often as you offer it. Rotate roles or shorten sessions. Remember, your depth is a resource, not a utility. Here's your gentle anti-flood toolkit. 3-breath pause before replying. A mantra, slow is safe. A boundary sentence bank practiced out loud until your body believes you. A rule, if you need more than one clarification, it's probably a no. And permission to let misunderstandings live without pursuit. You are allowed to be clear and quiet. You are allowed to leave the room your soul cannot breathe in. When in doubt, put your hand on your belly, feel the ground, and choose the smallest honest move. Precision over performance, presence over pleasing, peace over patterns. That is how sensitivity becomes clean power. Alchemy begins when sensitivity stops apologizing and starts organizing. The arc is simple and holy. Sensation becomes skill, and skill becomes service. You are not here to numb your instrument. You are here to tune it. When the self leads, your depth turns into direction. Start with sacred solitude. Individuation requires separateness, a quiet room where your life can speak without interruption. Claim a weekly temple hour. No screens, no performing, no audience. Light a candle, breathe in for 4 and out for 6, and let your system settle until the signal rises from the noise. In this room, you remember who you are before anyone needs anything. Add somatic anchoring. Your baseline calm becomes a truth detector. Before choices, scan the body, jaw, chest, belly, hips, feet. Where is there space? Where is there clench? Choose from the widest place, not the loudest. Calm is not the absence of feeling. It is the platform that can carry feeling without spilling it. Practice boundary devotion. Let yes and no be love, not defense. Prepare 3 calm sentences you can say under pressure. That doesn't work for me. I need slow. I can't do that, but I can do this. Speak them with warm eyes and a steady exhale. Boundaries are a circulation system. They keep your essence moving where it can nourish. Make a friendship with your shadow. Meet envy, rage, grief like messengers at the door. Ask each, what are you protecting? What do you want me to name? Envy points toward unlived desire. Rage guards violated value. Grief baptizes the heart into truth. When welcomed, they become instruction, not invasion. Cultivate relational discernment. Choose reciprocity over spectacle, repair over performance, steadiness over spark that burns the hand. After time with someone, check your body. Softer, steadier, wider. That is nervous system compatible love. If not, bless and step back. Attraction that taxates your peace is not your teacher anymore. Open creative and meaning channels so depth can metabolize. Write morning pages, sing badly, paint one blue square, whisper prayers while boiling rice. Ritual is art that returns you to yourself in small, faithful increments. Micro-practices for daily alchemy, candle plus breath ritual at dawn or dusk. Name the need in one line before any hard conversation. When joy appears, don't interrogate it. Say, "You may stay." Touch wood, water, or sky every day. This is how sensitivity becomes clean power. A life arranged around listening, a body trusted as oracle, a heart protected by clear language, a spirit expressed through simple art. Rare woman energy, humbly held. No performance, just presence. Let your instrument be finely tuned, and let your life be the song. You have turned a porous persona into presence, a shy instrument into a clear tone. You trusted intuition over performance, honored your nervous system as a living oracle, guided empathy without drowning, loved your boundaries like a vow. You befriended the shadow and found it full of instructions. You made solitude a sanctuary. You chose love that is clean and work that carries meaning. You let joy arrive without interrogation. This is the arc. The dark night dissolved the costume of ego, the self stepped forward, and feminine wholeness began to breathe through your days. You learned to bless the pace of your becoming, to move in honest inches instead of dramatic leaps, to trust the seasons that shaped you. You are not late. If parts still feel incomplete, remember the spiral. Individuation is not a finish line, it is a faithful returning, timing, not failure. Every small practice is a stitch. Breath before thresholds, one precise sentence, 3 beats of silence before reply. Here is the one-sentence reframe for daily life. I am not too much. I am precisely attuned. Write it, speak it. Let your body hear it often enough that your cells relax. 2 questions for your journal. Where did I honor my nervous system today? And how did that change the outcome? Which shadow feeling is knocking lately? And what instruction might it carry if I listen without judgment? A simple weekly ritual. At dawn or dusk, light 1 candle, place a hand on your belly, breathe in for 4 and out for 6, and read a short letter to your past self, thanking her for carrying you this far. Fold it, press it to your heart, and imagine placing it gently into her open hands. Then sit in 1 minute of quiet and let the air bless you. Claim this softly now. I choose presence over performance, truth over noise, peace over pattern, love that stays. If this is you, say it under your breath and feel your feet agree. And if you feel called, speak so our circle can recognize itself. Which part are you stepping into now? What practice steadied you this week? Your words might be the lantern someone else needs for their own night. Keep the breath, keep the candle, keep the center. The world will adjust to your clarity. May your depth be your direction, and your tenderness your strength.